The life-size vision bust from Queen Studios has entered the secret sanctuary. Hey guys, let's dive right in. So as you may know, I'm not really a bust collector. I did order the Harley bust. That is until now, this was the only life-size bust that I have ever owned. Now I have the Vision bust from Infinity War. I ordered this in March of last year, so it was almost a year and a half wait. But I would say it was well worth those 17 months. It's a difficult piece to review from a color perspective because it photographs more red than it appears to be looking at it with your naked eye. When I first opened it, I thought, wow, that's really purple. And then I took some pictures and it showed red, just like you're seeing right now. This looks, on camera, very much like he looked in the movie. In person, it looks more purple than what you're seeing here and what you may have seen in the still photos that I posted on Facebook and on Statue Forum. I don't think that's a bad thing. There's a YouTube video that shows all of the Vision scenes. I'm not sure if it was from Infinity War or all of the movies, but the color of his skin, it varies. It does vary from like a magenta in the scene where he dies, spoiler alert, in Infinity War, to just random scenes with him and Wanda, in their house, apartment, whatever it is. There are some scenes where he does look very purple, and some scenes where he looks like this, and some scenes where he is more of a bright, like magenta. But I'm happy with the color. I think it's fine. It's just, I've never had a statue that photographed differently than what I'm seeing with my naked eye. And this piece does that. Try to get a little closer for you. Someone asked on Facebook today if the eyes are glass. I've seen no mention of this piece having glass eyes, but they kind of look that way. I'm not sure how they would achieve that with polystone. I guess it's possible. But you can really see the blue of his eyes. The detail on that iris is extremely lifelike. And then you have the circuitry in the whites of his eyes. And then, of course, on the sides of his face, you've got what looks like regular skin texture here, and then this circuitry on the side. One thing that's a little surprising, in Infinity War, these kind of shoulder brackets are silver, or kind of a nickel color, whereas here they're gold. There are a lot of photographs where they look like they're gold, and I'm not sure if that's from Infinity War or other movies, but this is based on Infinity War, and those should be kind of a silver nickel. Well, it should be the same color as this, really, on here. So I'm not sure why they made that choice. This is correct. This was gold in the movie, but this should be silver. The other thing that some people might notice, I'm not sure if it's a problem or not, is this color of the Infinity Stone, which looks kind of amber or maybe orange. And the Mind Stone should be yellow. Now, unfortunately, this is a light up feature on this piece, and I do not have the correct batteries to show you the light up feature. If you're getting this piece, the batteries you need are those little button batteries, and this one, it's either LR41, or I believe there's a 3-digit number that you can go by, which is 392. So if you've got this piece coming, make sure you've got those on hand, because that's what you need for this piece. I don't necessarily think this piece needed a light up feature. It's pretty bright already. I don't know that's really going to add much to the piece. It's heavy, by the way. The box is 58 pounds. So I could imagine maybe 7 or 8 of that might have been the box. When you get a box from Queen Studios, it's very much like getting a box from XM Studios, where you have the straps and you don't have the kind of reinforced black box that XM gives you. You get basically an art box like Sideshow would give you, but it has the straps and everything. So I wouldn't imagine that the shipping materials would be more than, gosh, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 pounds at most. So you're talking about a bust that is over 50 pounds, probably about 52 pounds. So keep that in mind. We're on the 3rd floor here in the sanctuary, so I hadn't used those muscles in a while to lug this thing upstairs. The likeness is the strong point. It is, I think, spot on. It is the actor. I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm not sure where I'm going to put him. I'd kind of like to display him with my other full-size bust, the Harley, even though one is movie and one is comic. I kind of like to have them together. I'm not sure how I would do that because I don't know if I put them on the bottom shelf, where am I going to put Thor? If I put them both on a top shelf, where do I put my X-Men? Because of the weight, I cannot put him on these Billy bookcases, and I cannot put them on like this high shelf. It's just too heavy. Those shelves are not going to support that kind of weight. So it's either this table over here where I've got my Star Wars and Star Trek pieces, which would hold the weight, or my garage unit. So I have to figure out what to do. I can keep him on here on my display table for a while, but eventually he's going to need a permanent home. So when this was first revealed, there was no cape. And fans screamed and yelled, and we have to have a cape. So Queen Studios acquiesced and gave us this cape. It's a good weight. It's not cheap. It does kind of feel like maybe like drapes. And I guess that's really kind of a compliment, really. But to be honest, for my display, I might skip it. I like the idea of a fully sculpted bust, and I don't know that I need the cape. I'm not sure that it's going to add anything for me, for my viewing pleasure. See how close I can get on his face. That just looks fantastic, I think. Give you a side view. The dimensions listed on the Queen Studios site and also on the Sideshow site are off. I believe it said that this is 15 3/4 inches wide. But if I measure from shoulder to shoulder, I'm getting 18 inches. So if you've already measured your display, hoping it's going to be just under 16 inches, be forewarned, it's actually more like 18 inches. Paint application looks really good. No real complaints, especially the head. I do want to address one thing about the size. I've heard several people over the years give the opinion that Queen Studios tends to be a little bit small when it comes to scale. And I think that maybe they get that impression from some of their quarter scale pieces, like the Ledger Dark Knight, the 2 Black Widow pieces coming out soon. And I think the reason is because they tend to use very short, very simplistic bases. And so you end up with a 20-inch quarter scale piece where we might be used to 25-inch quarter scale pieces from Sideshow or XM or other companies. They are in scale, but they look smaller because the bases are much shorter. In this case, I thought, I don't know, for some reason I had the impression that this would not be a huge piece, that it would be in scale, but that it wouldn't be huge. But this thing's big. When I first opened the box, I was like, holy moly. And when I kind of put my head next to his, my wife said that his head is bigger than mine. So he has a lot of presence, no doubt about it. He is not a small piece. He is only a foot deep. So you are going to have, I think, a lot of options as far as where you can display him. He's just a foot deep. The base itself is only about 11 inches deep, but the shoulder goes back a little further than the base. Like I said, about 18 inches wide, and I think it's 26.5 inches tall. This is removable. It does leave a slot, maybe 2 inches wide, and I haven't tested this, so I can't say for sure. This whole piece is square and slips into this square piece here. I have a feeling you could probably rotate this guy 90 degrees and the peg would probably still fit. And if you did that, you would not have the empty key. It wouldn't be there. So you could, I'm not sure, but you could try it. You could rotate them. If you don't want that nameplate and you don't want the hole, try to rotate it 90 degrees, see if that works. I think it might. I'm going to leave it. I think it looks fine. All your attention is up here anyway. Give you a shot of the back of the head. And again, that cape. Bit wrinkly coming out of the box. But how's that for likeness? All right, here's a quick shot of the art box. It's got a nice head-on view on the front. Life-size bust, Queen Studios. And you'll notice that the stone does look yellow there. And then just the Queen Studios logo on the side. And then we get a different view on the back, kind of a profile. And here, see, this is a good example. He looks much more purple here than he looks here. Here he's got that kind of magenta look to him. And then again, just the logo for Queen Studios on this side. Okay guys, this is normally where I tell you if I think you should add this piece to your collection, but I don't have to do it this time because he's sold out. He is waitlisted at Sideshow. If you look at the Queen Studios website, it just says sold out. So you're gonna have to go to secondary sources like eBay, the selling groups on Facebook, that sort of thing. And but try that waitlist on Sideshow. I've had a lot of success with that. They only made 398. That is not a lot, especially considering the price. Like I said, I ordered mine in March of last year. My retail on it from my distributor was $1,075. That in today's market or today's climate seems very low for a full-size bust. So it might be tough to get, but try those groups, jump on that wait list. He's totally worth having. If you're a fan of the character, I really like it. I think it's a kind of a stunning piece. I'm really big on actor likenesses. I haven't really had a lot of movie pieces up until recently. I have the Aquaman, the Jason Momoa Aquaman from Sideshow. I have the Mark Ruffalo Hulk from Avengers. But that's about it for well, I got the Mark 7 Iron Man. That's from one of the movies. So that's 3. Maybe I do have some movie pieces. But I have more on order. I've got a lot of the Queen Studios movie stuff coming in. But I'm very particular about likeness. I don't just want a random piece because I need it in my collection. I really want a really strong likeness. And if you're a Vision fan, you're not going to get better than this. For example, the Iron Studios quarter scale Vision didn't do it for me. I don't think that portrait looks anything like the actor at all, Paul Bettany. I don't think they achieved a good likeness on that piece. So keep your eye out. If you hunt one down, everything is gettable. You just got to be relentless hunting for it. As for what's coming up next for me, I've got the Queen Studios, once again, Museum Superman coming in, probably in a few days. So I'll be reviewing that. And then next after that will probably be Queen Studios, Ledger Dark Knight. Will probably be coming, well, actually, I don't know. It could be that one or it could be the Queen Studios Wonder Woman. It's going to be one of those two pieces I would expect, hopefully sometime in September. That's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Comment. I want to hear what you guys think about this piece. I think it's just great. I think it's awesome. Anyway, guys, that's it. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.